Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Set hot and fiery, 55! Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. To throw is Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Yeah!
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down.
Back and go full strip.
From the gun, Bridgewater completes it to Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Big stop, D. Big stop, let's go.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
He runs. Go.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. Quick move by Miller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
A first down carry now for Miller. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that run.
On second and 9, Bridgewater. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Robbie Anderson His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Come on, fellas.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
5-4.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know. I mean,
The big fella, the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Topper!
He's crashing.
Hit it.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. From a yard out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's, you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Here we go. Here we go. 5-5. Here we go.
Bridgewater on first down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 54 yards.
Right here.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. 2nd down and goal. Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Get ready.
Come on, set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hey, wahoo!
On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Come on, come on. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, that's how you hit it. That's how you hit it. That's right.
Third down.
On the
The
ready.
last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Showing that. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up.
General West.
Kill, turn it up.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Kill, kill.
Hey, Alpha.
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. All right, D, let's. All right, D. 58, right over there. Mike,
They'll set up a throw. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he goes out right around the 39. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll drop the throw. Looking deep for Julio. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Right there in the middle, 55. Time to go, night-night.
On 1st down, it's Miller. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Here we go. We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. 55's Mike, guys. 55.
Hey, let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Drop deep, drop deep. Bang, 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 bang.
Throwing is Bridgewater. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Mike.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
You better talk to your boy.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Zoom. Right there in the middle. 55.
Watch twist.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll run on 1st down. Huntley. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Any weapon.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Shoot.
On second down, Huntley. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
You got
Give
it.
him 4
You
yards
got
on the
it.
play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning.
That's it,
We've hit the
baby.
2-minute
That's
mark
it.
of the second
That's
quarter,
it. Big hit.
14-7.
Ready,
And
set.
we'll remind you that coming up at
43
halftime, we'll join Jonathan
I'm
Coachman
coming
and the
for
gang in
you.
Orlando. Coach will have stats
Yep.
and scores from the early games going on
Got the
here
means, man.
around
Go.
the NFL.
43 is the mic, boys. 43. Check, check. 43.
Let's go. You ain't
Now
got
on 3rd and
nothing.
long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Brian Burns, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Give him 11 yards that time on the
go,
return.
boy. Bring it up.
And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
Let's go. Defense. I'm scared. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
So we got man, man, man.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chandler Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Here we go.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They go play action. Bridgewater. And Thomas has it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down.
Go. 57 is the mic. 57 is the mic.
They're not ready for this, man.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Bridgewater's pass intended for Curtis.
4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
No. Off.
X3, 218, chopper.
Deuce.
On second down now. Huntley, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
There we go.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Ready?
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. I'm coming after you.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking downfield for Jones. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, because sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and they certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the double.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down, Huntley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Let's go now. 60 or.
Watch the curl. Chef.
Protein spill.
Slam.
Get it.
Jones has it. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up the block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
132 fighter. Hey, Foxtrot. Big river.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's complete to his running back, Grant.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
You're not ready.
Topper. Now.
They run the counter. It's Grant. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, baby.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Outlaw.
Check.
Hey, Delta.
54. Know your job. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. It's a party now.
Ready.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Taking it about the 16. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Go. Watch the shit.
Here's Bridgewater. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
15 on it. Check.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Bridgewater. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line.
Man, I got you.
1st down, Bridgewater. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Play fake, Bridgewater. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
Come on, set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Brian Burns. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Hey, Echo.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
58's the mic, 58.
Buzz.
Here we go. 58, boys, 58. 58's Mike. I'm coming. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Look at me. Score. Hey, Haywood.
What's the screen?
Under 10.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Here we go.
At the 31-yard line.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On first down, it's Miller. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where I came from.
Pittsburgh. 55's Mike, guys. 55.
Ain't no such thing as
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how
pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the pressure gets to him again. Brian Burns in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mike 54.
Hustle, hustle. Go.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw.
You ain't doing nothing.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately, that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.